Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
First things first, your big boy, Zach Edey, put his name in to the draft, which obviously he should have. NBA, as we know, has kind of changed. Zach Edey 10 years ago would have been a lottery pick. Now it's, can he get a spot in the NBA? I don't even know. Is he doing anything at the combine? Is he playing? Are you headed to the combine from Vegas?
No, everything's, really kind of dying down. So our assistants went there that first day doing interviews. He did some testing and that was it. I don't even think he shot when he did some skill stuff. So
what are you hearing on him in terms of, undrafted till like mid to late second round? Like what are the NBA guys telling you?
I would, and they're not going to tell you. I think that's the main thing. Yeah. They'll talk about their interest, and a lot of things get lost because there's so much movement during draft day. People that have second round picks, can't take somebody because they have a full boat, or they move something in a trade and things like that, or people are doing their homework and they don't have one right now to possibly get a second round pick. He more or less is just trying to find somebody that's that interested in him in terms of being a player. And, and I think that's a tough process at this point because it's kind of unfinished data. They're still doing their work and everything is relative, right? Everything's in comparison. If they don't take him, they take somebody else. So a lot of times people will like you at a certain spot, but they're also handicapping it for where they think everybody else is going to be taken. And then if people are sitting there for them that they thought no way would be there, now it changes things. But he's just trying to get a feel, and his agent, Mark Bartelstein, just trying to get a feel for people that are sincere, that look at him to be able to play, in the NBA, not something where it's like, okay, we'll just see after a couple years in the G League. That's not what he's looking for. He's looking for an opportunity to be able to compete and play in the NBA and get into a rotation.
I think the value that people underestimate when it comes to NIL is giving a guy like Zach, there's other players, a guy like Andre Jackson, players like this that don't want to go to the G League, a chance to be able to capitalize a little bit on their ability, right? And it makes it so it's not necessarily a financial decision, right? It's okay, what is best for me as a basketball player? Coming back to Purdue, developing my game there, going to the G League, developing it becomes a purely basketball decision as opposed to, hey, look, you know what? I got to be able to go make this money while I can.
Yeah, no question. I really like the name, image, and likeness in these scenarios where they're going back to the school, that they just played for, especially someone like him who's had ultimate success. Now he can handicap it, look at it, gauge it, and say, okay, here's where I would be financially going back to Purdue. Here's where I'll probably be financially. See, that's one of the tough things for guys in these positions. You don't know. On May 31st, you've gotten all of your feedback and you think but you don't 100% know. Well, you do know where you're going to be financially coming back to Purdue through name, image, and likeness. And so, comparatively speaking, I think that really helps. The thing that's kind of gotten lost in our business is the guys that are leaving and now going other places, and it's just a bidding war, right? In the spring, like that's where things have gotten screwy, to where guys are now just kind of, lobbying in between 3-4 different schools and just trying to run their money up as high as they can, versus the guys that you mentioned in Zach that are going to go back to their school that have been really productive and really just being rewarded, for how productive he's been. So I really like that. I just don't know how it's got to where it is without anybody talking some level of a cap. Like, think about professional sports if they didn't have a cap and what that would look like. That would be crazy, across the board. You get big markets, small markets. Think about a big market versus small market without a cap, and so the people that are now getting these guys in the spring that are moving, they just have more money than everybody else. So that's not what name, image, and likeness got put in there. because that is what the acronym stands for. You know, you're getting money off your name, image, and likeness. And that's just kind of a bidding war right now in the spring. And the people with the most money are getting guys. But I do think in this situation, this is what it's about. And this is good for college basketball, right? When you get to keep guys such as Zach Edey, if this is what happens.
So our partner for today's episode is Athletic Greens. I started taking AG1 during the college basketball season, and I loved the impact that it had on my energy levels. I'm a big coffee in the morning guy, but by the time that the afternoon would hit, I needed another boost. AG1 helped me tremendously, especially on those days when I didn't want to get up off the couch and go hit the gym. Their tagline is AG1 is comprehensive health and the power of habit in one. And man, that could not be more true. It's nearly impossible to eat and drink in a healthy manner in the month of February and the month of March when you are in my business. And AG1 was exactly the supplement that I needed to improve my gut health and cover my nutritional basis for the day. I've continued that into April. I've continued that into May, and I'm going to continue that the rest of the summer. All I have to do is mix a scoop of AG1 with some water, or maybe add it into a smoothie, and I'm ready to go. Do it after lunch, and you'll be ready to go for the rest of the day. If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/field68. That's field 68 FIELD, the number 6, the number 8, and you can get yours now. So check it out and help support this show. Thanks.